We've been showing you live pictures all morning of the wildfires in California, but I want to show you some of our Exact Track 4D technology as to what we're tracking. So, of course, there's even like a health concern. One of the reporters that we had on air earlier, Lee, had, all this get up on, from the goggles to the mask, because you don't even want to be breathing in all the wildfire smoke that's out there. So even for folks that evacuated, they're still going to be breathing in the wildfire smoke. So we're picking up dust, dirt, soot, smoke, all kinds of pollutants off into the Los Angeles area. So that's one look at what we're dealing with. And then we have the hot spots. We can really hone in on this with our technology here. And you get just to the southeast of Malibu Beach. So pretty much from Malibu Beach down towards Santa Monica, that's the coastal region dealing with active wildfires. And that's just one area. There are multiple wildfires that are going on. So let's fly over just to the northeast of Pasadena, where there are some that are coming off of this mountainous region as well. And so this is going to be an ongoing event for a while. Now we're starting to get a little, and I got to stress, a little reprieve from those wind gusts, but still upward of 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts being reported in Pasadena. And it's the wind that just continuously fuels this fire. So they're the Santa Ana winds, which are strong winds that flow over the mountains, and that's over very dry land. And so the growth of these wildfires can just be explosive, and it's so hard for the firefighters to contain them. I want you to think that if you're having a little bonfire in your backyard and you're trying to ignite that fire, you might be blowing on it to try to get the flames to be a little bit bigger. That's exactly what's happening with the wind. So just continuously fueling the fire. Right now, as we take a live look outside here, our headline, just dangerously cold wind chills. And so you can prepare for that. You just have to be ready to feel this air as you step outside. These are actual air temperatures. We haven't even talked about the wind chills yet. So 9 is the single digit that's being reported at Metro Airport, 4 in Howell, 4 in Pontiac, 10 in Adrian. But when you pair that with the northwesterly winds, here you go. Sub-zero wind chills across the board, feeling like 8 below in Pontiac, 1 below at Metro Airport, 3 below in Mount Clemens, same off in Howell. You actually will probably find more sub-zero wind chills on the map than you will the wind chills that are above zero. 1 is what it feels like in Monroe, that goose egg 0 in Adrian. So limit your time outside. Make sure your skin is covered so you can limit the exposure and the potential for frostbite, especially for kids that have to stand outside at the bus stop. And then by the time we get to this afternoon, we're topping out in the mid-20s, but it's only going to feel like the teens. Now, part of this is not just because of the northwesterly flow of wind, it's also because of clearing overnight. So we had radiational cooling, so it's like we removed that blanket as far as the clouds, and we didn't have much warmth at the surface to begin with. And so as you look right here, we have clearing skies in our northern communities, and we'll hold on to that throughout the morning before clouds build back in. So plan for some sunshine today as you're gathering all the extra layers. Also grab the sunglasses as you head outside. Now our next weather maker will be some snow. Cold front will begin to approach us heading into Friday afternoon, and that's going to bring a better clip of snow into Friday evening around 6, 7 o'clock before really leaving us as we head into your Saturday morning. We could get a little bit more snow Sunday night into Monday with a secondary front. So we could pick up about 1 to 2 inches on Friday, and then a little dusting going into Monday morning that I'm going to forewarn you could create some issues for the morning drive. Otherwise, another shot of cold air Tuesday and Wednesday, falling back in the low 20s for highs.
It looks like she forgot her gloves again today.
I know.
I just my
She's
hands are
freezing,
what
probably.
gets coldest first. So I have multiple pairs of gloves in my car right now.
Her hands, she'll put her hand, feel this. I'm like, your hands are like icicles.
I actually have an autoimmune disease called Raynaud's.
Oh, well, thanks for letting me.
No, it's not like it doesn't affect anything.
Well, no, I didn't want to make you feel bad.
It makes the tips of my fingers and my toes like super cold. Other people probably, out there have it. I don't know how rare it is, but that's why I think it's so crazy.
I just thought you liked freezing me.
I have gloves all the time, but especially today.
I would like some kudos for layering up like a good boy.
Yeah, you get the sweater vest today.
You look very nice.
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I will also be at the library later smoking my pipe, checking out leather-bound books.
It's like a modern-day Mr. Rogers.
It is.
Hello,
Throw a blazer over it.
Change my shoes and get my coat on.
Bottom line is dress warm. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Not only are we talking that your hands are going to feel cold, but if you expose your skin to these kind of wind chills, we're talking about the threat for frostbite in a short amount of time. So you want to use caution, especially if you're forced to be outside, you're working outside, that type of thing. However, the silver lining, because we had clearing overnight that led to these brutally cold temperatures, is that we're going to have sunshine. Starting to see it peak over over the horizon as we inch close to that sunrise, which is right around 8. So grab the sunglasses today. Now we're stuck in this below average stretch. We inch close to seasonal highs this weekend, but we're probably going to end up just shy a couple of degrees before another shot of Arctic air by the middle of next week. However, I don't want this to be lost in all the cold talk, is that we have a couple chances for some snow and measurable snow to end the week. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be building a snowman, but 1 to 2 inches possible by the time we get towards the end of the day, Friday into early Saturday. Now, first temperatures, though, we sit at 8 degrees. Let's scour the map here to show you that Billings over here, 32, Bismarck, 31. Areas of the northern plains substantially warmer than where we are right now. We're one of the coldest spots on the map. As far as the temperatures that we're looking at right now, Marquette is the only spot colder than us, and that's only by 3 degrees. So the UP, not that far off from what we have on tap here across southeastern Michigan. Now, cold front that's pushing through the plains will bring us that snow. You see it developing across the plains right now, and it's also bringing snow and ice down to portions of Texas. And so dealing with some icy roadways down there. Right now, though, back close to home, it is just the cold that we have on tap today with a little sun. 8 at Metro Airport, 4 in Howell and Pontiac, and 11 in Adrian. But those northwesterly winds are making it feel like 7 below in Pontiac. Lapeer just got an update at 1 degree, but I'll tell you what, we were like talking double-digit below zero wind chills not that long ago for Lapeer. 2 below in Port Huron, same at Metro Airport. 5 below is what it feels like in Howell. So bus stop forecast for today will be rising into the mid-20s by the afternoon, but that's going to feel like the teens. So this is pretty questionable whether kids will have outdoor recess today because those temperatures are above zero, but the feels like temperatures for a good chunk of the morning at least will be right around zero, if not below. The clearing skies will eventually give way to some clouds heading into the afternoon, which is ahead of that next weather maker that I showed you, the cold front off to the west. And that brings us snow by the end of the day tomorrow. So as that cold front pushes through tomorrow, we might get the leading edge of some snow midday, but this amps up more so in the evening. 6, 7 o'clock, you see the deeper shade of the blue. That shows that we'll have a pretty good clip of some snow that could drop about 1 to 2 inches. Then as we fast forward into Sunday night, going into Monday, secondary cold front could bring us a new light dusting, leading to some slick spots. You've been forewarned that morning commute could be slow by Monday. Otherwise, low 20s building back in by the middle of next week. Darnell?
Forecast with Ashlee.
Well, we are just minutes away from sunrise, and you're already starting to see it glow over our downtown skyline, and also some ice on the Detroit River, and that surely is pointing to the fact that we have really cold conditions out there. And so at least we're starting off dry across the board. As we look at your clouds and radar forecast for today and beyond, well, we're going to stay dry, but we do have some snow working its way in by the time we get to Friday. Quick look at that future forecast, though, taking us to 30 this weekend.